Hey, this is Clocked Out Podcast, and we're your hosts, Stick, Dave, and Mole. Welcome back, Clocked Out crew. It's a cold one out there.
Brr.
Are we staying warm?
I am so dry.
Oh,
I'm like a crustacean.
girl, you need to get some castor oil on that body.
I've been drinking a lot of water and I've been lubing up with a lot of lotion
Wow.
and I'm still so dry.
I
Is
am
it-
too, but the only thing that works for me, McCall, because we're
Don't
probably
tell
one
me
and the same.
Vaseline because I won't do it.
No, what the fuck? You want me to
Mom
tell you to
always,
put
mom
Vaseline?
always, mom always tells me to like rub Vaseline on my hands and put them in mittens and go to sleep. And I said that's
No.
I do
No.
put Aquaphor on my hands sometimes.
yeah.
I mean, if it's
Psychotic.
really bad, I have put it on my knuckles. I have.
Oh, from punching too many people.
Wait, is it just your hands or like your full body?
It's really just like, but I think it's because I have to wash my hands so much for work.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like
for sure.
the tops of my hands,
Like
and
your
then
knuckles and stuff.
my lips.
You should get some natural hand soap.
Yeah, that's true. At least for
Without
when
like
I'm
all the
at
additives.
home, because I
Mhm.
just can't control. I stick my hands in like a
Yeah.
cleaning thing at work. So
So you're just bound to be dry.
yeah, dude, I'm elbow deep in that thing every day.
Wow.
Yeah,
CeraVe or CeraVe, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
yeah.
That body lotion, like the cream though, like not like the pump. It's
Yeah,
like in
the
a
stuff that
like in
comes in the
the
tub.
tub.
tub? Yeah, we
Yep.
have that.
I use that on my whole entire body after my showers. It's the only
Even
thing
your
that
ass crack?
well, since you asked, yeah.
Wow,
Shut
lube
up.
it up. No, I
Um,
used to use that, and then I started using Lubriderm.
yeah,
And
Lubriderm's good too.
but it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not cutting it.
Try CeraVe again.
Yeah. I was
And
using working
leave your
hands for
skin
a
a little
while.
wet, like how our old boy Drew was saying.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
just a little bit. It'll uptake it better. It really will.
How many
I've been
weeks?
doing it.
Yeah.
I haven't. I can't.
You can't
I've-
leave your face damp. It's
I notice if I get out of the shower and just do something else quick,
yes.
like brush my hair, brush my teeth, then I realize my face is dry right after it.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's a little like itchy, I feel like when it's
Yeah.
naturally drying, like where I'm like, oh, I really want to wipe it, but
Yeah.
if you just give it until it's almost dry, then put lotion on your face, it'll feel so nice.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah. And I do
didn't
it to
like
my whole
at first,
body.
though.
Huh?
You don't dry
You
any
don't
part of
dry
your
whole
body?
body?
Hold on. I know you guys are going to think this is crazy. I stand in the shower. It's still steamy in there. Like I have really hot showers, so it's not like
Well,
cold.
yeah, I'd take a shower like I'm in the devil's asshole.
Yeah, me too. So then I keep the shower curtain closed and I drip dry as much as I can and then I pat very very lightly, like where I'm still like if I tried to put pants on, it'd be really hard to get them on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I put lotion all over my body.
Why
I
does
don't
that
think I
sound
can commit
like
to that.
that sounds like my hell? Like if I
But
were
then
to die tomorrow, that I would be reliving. They wouldn't even like that would be my hell.
but I shower at night, so it's not like I have to put clothes on right away. Then I put like my robe on and let like the rest of it dry. Like I don't try to get into because that would be hell. Like if I showered in the morning and was trying to get dressed after that, hell.
Well, you know what's helped my dry skin body, like my body, not my face, is dry brushing every night.
I started using that because Holly
What's
got me one.
wait,
Mhm.
dry brushing your body?
Yeah.
What,
It
I don't know what
helps
that
regenerate
is.
cells and produce collagen, and it could even help with
Blood
cellulite.
flow, circulation too.
But, so what's a dry brush for your body look like?
It's just a regular brush that you just brush
Sounds like
upwards
a-
on your skin.
Are you okay,
Oh my
McCall?
god.
It's
It
not
feels
that
nice.
bad.
It gets a
know-
lot of dead skin cells off.
You know how
It's
I feel
gross.
about
It's gross.
textures and
Oh.
rubbing things
Oh,
against my skin.
don't do it then. You won't like it.
Oh
You
my
might.
god.
No, she
I
can't even
thoroughly
touch like a
enjoy it.
carpet.
I can't even rub my foot on my carpet.
Yeah, see,
What?
she's special.
I
Like,
love rubbing my feet on carpet.
No.
Oh, I
No.
know. My calluses sticking to it.
Yeah.
Ew. Or like when my feet get like because my feet get really dry in the winter and like when they get stuck in my on my like comforter or like
Oh,
make
yeah.
sounds like
Yeah.
Caleb will be like, "Can I hear your feet right now?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm sorry."
Yeah,
can.
mine like that too. I have the feet of a man.
Same.
So I never used to, but within like the
Oh, I
past
always
like
have.
I always
couple
have, yeah.
years, bad. I don't know
I-
if like I just don't wear like socks and shoes as much as I used to. Like I'm wearing sandals too much, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
feel like I
know.
came out of the womb with like an inch callus on my heels.
Same. And my big toe.
Your big toe.
On the side of my big toe, me too, Stick. Me too.
Yes.
No, mine's
Yeah.
all on my heels.
Mine's
That
both,
too.
maybe.
Don't
Me and
get
Avery went and
wrong.
got pedicures. Like, when was that? Like 2-3 weeks ago?
Probably like 3 weeks ago, yeah.
And this guy scrubbed for a good amount of time. No, he barely took anything off. I was like, you need to at least take 3 layers.
Well, did he use the cheese grater or just the sponge?
Just a sponge. I
No,
was like,
whip
get,
out that cheese grater, bro.
yeah.
I
I need to
didn't.
be
I still
skinned
had.
basically on my feet.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I
They
still wouldn't be great.
could rub that thing on my heels for like 5 minutes and they
100%.
wouldn't hit live skin.
Nope, me either. I wouldn't even feel it. I'd be like, I think you can go another
Are
layer.
you there? Yeah.
Oh,
And then when they hit it against the side and it all falls in the water.
Yeah,
Bro.
nasty. I love it though.
Ugh.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite part of pedicure is getting that shit scrubbed.
So I started doing my toes at home. Like I got a kit online and I do them at
Really?
home. Yeah, but I think I need to go like maybe once a month. Not once a month, maybe once every few months and get like an actual pedicure like professionally so they can really just go at it with my
Yeah.
heels.
I love a good pedicure.
Yeah. But I get grossed out by their tools.
I do too. I get sketched out like, are they
Yeah.
really sterilizing them correctly?
I almost want to bring my own tools and be like, use these ones.
Well, the place I go to, Sarah that does my nails at Willow, she does pedicures too, and I see her take it out of the what are those things you have at work, Avery?
Those cryo back bags.
Out of the autoclave.
They have an autoclave that she takes them out of.
Why
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck did I
different.
say cryovac like it's like a steak?
I don't know what
know,
that is.
dog. It's like when yeah, it's one of those.
It's an autoclave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an autoclave. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I saw them take, like where we went last time, the instruments out of an autoclavable bag. But
Yeah.
are they just using the bag though?
Right. Do
Dude.
they have an autoclave back there?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like, is the color changed and it's
Right.
an old bag?
I tried to see. I tried to look like.
Yeah, but what if it's an old bag? How would you even know? The color would already be changed.
You can't reseal autoclavable bags. You shouldn't be able to.
Oh.
It's like a one-time use, you know.
Well,
At
weirder
least the
shit's
ones we use in
happened.
the dental field, but
Hey, I've been getting pedicures from sketchy places for probably 15 years now. Never had an infection, so.
you better knock on some wood, girl.
Yeah.
I had got an infected cuticle or hangnail rather on my ring finger this pregnancy. I'm blaming it on the pregnancy. I've never had that happen before, but like where okay, I trimmed my nail down too short, right? And then got a little hangnail and then I
So
picked
is it the pregnancy's fault or are you trimming the nails too short?
Yeah.
No, but I always do. I've done this before and I have never like it was really sensitive and red and it got like a blister on
Yeah.
it. It was
Mhm.
gross.
But now that you're saying that, so I've never struggled with as many like ingrown nails or hangnails as I
Yeah.
have recently.
Yeah.
And like
You
I'm
guys are
just getting
doing?
over a lot.
Me too.
Ton.
I don't. Is it just
And-
because
Huh?
it's dry and like brittle, or
Maybe, but I don't know. Like I've had like I just got over one on my pinky and I've had one on my thumb like a few weeks ago. Like literally every week it's a new finger and it
You
gets
guys need
red
some
and like
collagen.
swollen.
You guys need some collagen in your body.
Is it collagen or do you think I need to go like get my nails done and have them like dig out my hangnails?
I don't know. I would maybe start with some collagen.
Yeah.
Some hair, skin, and nail supplement.
But I don't know if I can I take that on top of taking prenatals?
Oh, I doubt it. Avery, you would know.
Maybe, yeah, she's over there just texting.
She's not even paying attention to the podcast, you guys. This is how much Avery cares.
Yeah.
I'm trying to secure a job for me this summer in case other things don't fall. You know.
Okay.
I just saw that someone's looking for a sub in the summer, so sorry.
Song of the summer, will you be my girl?
As I'm about to be real poor, so I'll take donations at my Venmo account.
Dude,
we
I'm
have to
about
cover
be
Mo's run
poor.
first, okay?
Yeah, you got to cover my run.
Oh, geez, I forgot about the damn run.
We need $1,500 in this account, baby.
So like
Okay.
an update on that. So I did talk with a girl who's running it and I asked her like how do you train for this thing because like I can only run 2 miles like with like wanting to kill myself straight up. And
Do more than me, baby.
she said that was fine.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
she said as long as you can run 2 miles like consistently.
Think about it. Like that's probably like a 20-minute break for people.
That's true. Like
And
I
if
was
there's a
thinking,
lot of people,
oh yeah, that's true. I'm just a little worried still about like running, getting on the bus, getting up and running and getting on the bus. Like that just seems wild to me.
You
Like up
better
and down
hydrate.
Yeah,
and
like
stretch like constantly the whole
Drink
like
some
time.
salt water, baby.
and I was thinking, I don't know if I said this on the last episode, but like I'm like everybody's going to be using the one bathroom on the bus and like sitting there stinky.
With
Like
a
I'm going
swassy ass.
to in August
And what if people throw up because they ran so far?
off the bus.
Off,
Leave
off
'em.
the bus.
You're not getting on the bus. You're
Kicked off
not
the
coming
bus.
on here. Leave them.
Leave them. Leave them on the side of the road.
I'm sorry, but hell no.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to do that.
Yeah, me too. And then
I'm
I
so
also got my surgery bill in the other day.
Insurance do you dirty?
No, insurance actually did me pretty well, but
Oh.
I could have been halfway to my deductible for this year if it would have hit this year.
Ouch.
No, I
Oh.
would have been over my deductible halfway.
Damn, but
to
it
my
hit. It
out-of-pocket.
did 2024.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Yeah, so your girl's broke, especially if, you know, I don't get any donations.
Yeah, come on, crew. Get this girl on her 130-mile run. For
You
frick's
guys can
sake.
do it.
Avery, get off your phone.
Honestly,
Really
I'm
ruining
scared.
the vibe here.
what are you scared for?
Unpaid maternity leave. Let's talk about that.
It
Let's
is.
talk. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about America and their lack of care
Woo.
for new mothers.
But I will agree, like what in the UK
Assholes.
UK and Australia, you get 24 months, you get a whole year off for maternity leave, paid.
12 months?
No, 20 or 12 months. Jesus.
I was like, damn, they get 2
2 years?
years?
No, but the companies, like, this is what I don't understand is if you got 12 months off, how many of them do you think come back pregnant again?
I would.
Same, keep it going.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, if you get a whole year off from the time you had the baby, you could be almost a year postpartum, and you'd be like, well,
Yeah.
I
got
get
another one
pregnant
in
again.
me.
Yeah, gotta have another one.
I'll be here for 8 months. No promises. Then I'm out again.
I think my amount of
It makes me
children would
wonder-
go up. I'd want at least 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mhm.
God, no. How do?
You want 3, Avery.
Yeah, that's one off.
Okay, but 4. Jesus, just sounds like so much more.
4 kids for 4 years? I'll take it.
Oh. But my question is, how do other countries make it work? You know, like America acts like there's no way we could do that. We couldn't give people time off work. Oh, God forbid. But all these other countries do it and they're fine.
I think it's because other countries are different than America. Like we're very like go go go, nose to the grindstone, time is money, and other countries are very relaxed and more in tune about mental health and less about like that kind of shit, I guess.
Making money.
Yeah.
But then how do they like also keep their countries running in like I'm not talking about like third world countries. I'm talking about like, you know,
Yeah, like-
Europe. Like say Denmark, for example.
They have 4-day work weeks already.
Yeah. But so like how do they stay like they're still a wealthy country?
I think
Oh
know
boy,
shit
is
about
Denmark a country? Now I might sound dumb. You might have to take that out.
No, keep it in, keep it in.
honestly,
I'm geographically challenged.
I wouldn't know. So,
I don't know shit about fucking how they do it. But,
but honestly, I feel like
Denmark is a country. Yes. Woo.
well, I knew it was a country. I thought you meant if you knew
Well,
they were
but how about
wealthy.
this too? America, and I think I've probably said this. We're so smart. We make all this money, whatever. We work, and all this. But then also we have the out of all like the developed countries, like the wealthy developed countries, we are most likely
Worst.
to. We have the worst healthcare. The worst.
Yeah.
I wrote a paper on it. We
here we go.
yeah, well, and women die like in childbirth in America more than any other developed country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 2025. Have we not figured that out yet?
I think it's because we let like McCall was saying, everybody's working too hard, so their brain cells are dying because they
That's what I'm
can't
saying.
sleep, they can't manage their stress.
No,
And
their
then-
work-life balance is trash. When you're at work because you get no time off of work, your brain is always thinking about other things that you need to do outside of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just
Yeah.
wild.
Let's talk about let's wrap this into the world, like the what was that healthcare executive that got shot?
United Healthcare.
Yeah, the CEO of United Healthcare.
Yeah, what was
Well,
his name?
what was his name?
Jesus,
Anthony?
you guys are asking so much of me.
Uh,
Was it Anthony?
is that the answer?
It's Brian Thompson.
Oh, whoops. Okay, Brian.
I knew it was a white boy name.
Like, I know people wanted to go after him, and like, okay, I still don't believe in violence personally myself. I don't. I know some people were like, "Well, he had it coming. He's a CEO. He's crooked." I'm like, okay, we don't shoot people because of that, but okay. And that's not gonna do anything if you still have, our insurance is still shit. Doesn't matter that that guy's dead.
And I'm pretty sure if people don't understand corporate America is they have somebody else lined up to take that position like the next day. So
That's what I mean. It's not
Yeah.
gonna
Congrats.
stop just because you kill one guy.
That
yeah.
guy had his position lined up before he got shot.
Yeah.
For sure. And
It's
But-
just a constant thing in corporate America.
It has
Yeah.
to be. That's how you do business.
Yeah.
I was watching a go figure. I was watching a reel, and it was
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna be educated, and
Like
say
a
you watched
documentary or like yeah, same.
no. This
Damn it,
this could
Avery.
be highly uneducated. She's a doctor that I follow on there, though. She is a doctor. She was saying she was in the middle of a surgery, like literally
Oh, I saw this video, and she had to
Yes.
go out and take a phone call and say it wasn't covered.
Yeah, the insurance was like, well, why is she having? And she's like, dude, she's under anesthesia right now. Is this really an
Yeah.
emergency? Like, she's got breast cancer.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's why it's needed.
Well, did you not hear like that the whole reason why like people like with that healthcare providers or healthcare provider insurance provider specifically, they were like only allowing a certain amount of anesthesia to be covered by insurance. So like if you had breast cancer or needed like an extensive surgery and you got past, let's just say hypothetically, like 2 hours into the surgery and they had complications and you needed to stay under to do like another 2 hours, then your insurance wouldn't cover that.
That's so fucked.
See, so much stuff out of your hands, and it's like dental work too. Dental work is super expensive. People can't afford to keep their fucking
Yeah.
teeth anymore.
Yeah.
When I had to get a crown, I think it was like what, $1,800, $1,600.
Yeah, that was with insurance.
Yeah, that was with insurance. And my surgery that I just had, it was still almost $2,000 out of pocket.
I mean,
That's
you had to have a
whack.
you had to have a root canal and a crown, so those are two separate procedures. But, so like all together, depending on where you go, that'd be like 3,000 ish. So it covered like probably 50%.
Still, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Well,
but still, like not many people can swing that.
That's why a lot of America does not go to the dentist. They can't afford it.
Also, can
Even
we talk
with
about
insurance.
how insurance companies in LA dropped people from their fire insurance after the fires?
Yeah, but
What?
did you hear why? Like they're like I guess like a lot of people are coming for the governor because they weren't keeping up with like code. Like
Yeah.
I forget the size of the water basin or whatever the fuck you want to call it that they had. It was like 113 billion gallons of water was
Mhm.
empty.
Yeah, their water supply wasn't.
Okay,
They weren't.
if it was
They
that
weren't funding the fire department properly.
No.
if
Yeah.
it was that empty though, it couldn't just have been that governor. This had to have been going on for a couple governors.
Probably, but I think they've had some shitty governors like for a few years now. But
I honestly
that's
don't know
basically why
anything
the
about their
insurance
governors.
well that's why the insurance companies dropped all this coverage because they were like if you're not you're not going to take care of like ensure that everything's up to code in case there were a fire, we're not going to provide coverage because we know that it's a high area and it's very likely to have like
Which is wild because it's
But
not
that's not the
the
people's fault.
responsibility of the citizen to make sure
Who's
everything's
paying
up
for
to
the
code.
insurance?
Yeah. Like if they're gonna drop them, they should pay them back every penny they've paid to have themselves covered.
Agreed.
Yeah, there's some fishy shit going on.
Well,
for
it
sure.
happened in Florida too with the hurricanes.
hurricane
They were
insurance.
that Kevin, our friend's dad was saying basically the insurance was like, well, no, actually, we're not gonna pay for any of this.
Yeah.
Like they
Which
just
is
that's why,
wild.
so why even have fucking home insurance
Right.
if you can't rely on it? And
Because
it
when you
sounds
need it
like you
most.
can't.
Like, how are these insurance
They make you
companies
have
not
it if you got a
getting? How are they
mortgage.
not getting sued? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, that's literally what you
Right.
pay insurance for. Like, I don't. How can like? how can they just go back? Like, was that in a contract? Like, how can they go back and say, we're not paying it? Like, I signed a contract and you said you were going to pay to cover these things.
Right.
Well, but
I
it's
don't
just like
know.
health insurance. They're like, hey, I have cancer now. And they're like, actually, no, you don't. We're not going to cover that.
Actually, you're gonna have to figure that out on your
Not
own.
Well,
bad enough.
that's what happened with my mother-in-law. So she had found out she had breast cancer, and normally with any type of cancer, the screening that you get done is a PET scan, and they wouldn't cover a PET scan.
Yep.
They're like, you can get a normal
What?
scan, but we're not covering the PET scan because it hasn't been proven to show any more accurate than like a, why am I drawing a blank? What's another type of scan?
Like a CT?
Yeah, like a CT or like a CT scan. I think that's what she ended up having.
That's fucking ridiculous.
My
Yeah.
coworker, they had to fight with her insurance too because her husband had cancer, and they were fighting. Well, they wanted to do everything else before they did the PET scan, and they're like, "Yeah, he could be dead by then. Can we
Mhm.
move this along?"
Yeah.
That's
I can't
insane.
imagine how
Weird.
frustrating that would be to be a medical care provider and you know that somebody needs something and it's their insurance making the decisions. Like I just don't understand that.
Everything's
Same.
insurance driven. Everything.
Yeah.
Trash.
I mean, luckily, with like everything with us with trying to get pregnant, like I had to call our insurance before my doctor would even schedule anything. He's like, I just want to make sure your insurance is going to cover it because
Otherwise, you're gonna be out a lot of money.
you're going to be out a shit ton of money. I mean, just like the surgery I had a few months ago was 18 grand.
Yeah, it's
Can you
18
imagine?
grand.
18 grand.
Oh, like before insurance. I about threw up. I
Did
was
you
like,
just go into
wait.
labor?
Yeah, I was like, tell him to take it back. You didn't do the surgery.
I mean, if they can drop us, not pay for our shit, then
hmm
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do that. A lot of people, which is wild to me because people are like, I don't, on my mom page, some people, like multiple, I've seen this multiple people, like someone had some kind of scan done that, and, or it was a genetic testing and it
Mhm.
didn't get covered by their insurance. Like they made me call my insurance for that. It was like 5 grand.
Oh my
And
god.
people were commenting and were like, yeah, that happened to me. I just didn't pay it.
Yeah, but doesn't it go to
Lots of people,
collections?
but
Doesn't
they
it go to
don't care.
collections and then that hits your
They don't
credit?
care. They don't care.
Bro, when I say
There was a
like
lot of people saying that.
that's my biggest like
Well, we
nightmare
were
is like
raised
shit gets
all
sent to
very,
collections.
but think about some people, like their parents probably did that shit all the time. It's like
but you
what you
can like
see.
set up a payment plan with the hospital too and pay
Yeah.
like $50 a month.
Yeah.
Some places, but payment plans are going out of style. They're making you get a medical credit card now. So you got to
Yeah.
do
Oh yeah, the care credit.
the care credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, now you got to do the care credit and then interest rates,
Yeah.
like it's
Mhm.
still screwing you. In the end, they're still getting, you know.
Yeah, my hospital, when I get the bill in the mail, I like it literally says, you know how old school like hospital or dental bills will say pay by this date? It
Mhm.
says pay upon receipt.
Yep.
And when you get online and you try and like pay it, like maybe you want to pay it early, like, well, I guess early, it says pay upon receipt. So that's not really paying it early. I haven't tried like calling to set up any plans or whatever, but my understanding from one of my friends or coworkers who goes to the same hospital is you have to pay it all up front. Like they don't really let you split it up.
Not anymore. It's becoming a not thing.
Probably because of the people that aren't paying their bills.
Yeah, but
Probably.
what are those people supposed to do when they get a 5K bill and they don't have 5K and they thought it was going to be covered by insurance?
I don't know. I heard OnlyFans pops off.
Okay, do one then.
Gonna
I don't have
to
the time and
join.
energy for that.
I
Years
could sell
ahead.
feet pics.
No, for sure. I think we missed that though.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
miss that.
I think that's past its prime. So.
I'm sure there's people out there that are into calluses.
Ew. Ew.
Foot fetish people are fucking weird.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, gross. I'm disturbed.
Do you guys believe TikTok's being banned?
I don't think it will actually get banned. Did
Really?
you see it was extended 270 days?
Really?
Yeah, they extended the ban date by 270 days.
I heard there was some guy on the news today that was trying to buy it, but it would take like a 6-month transition period.
What are we even doing? Why?
I don't know.
What's going on?
TikTok
Really?
is the world. It runs the world.
Who
I
runs
mean,
the world? TikTok.
TikTok.
And Elon Musk.
Well, if you had his money, you could too.
Why doesn't he buy it? He bought X. Why doesn't he buy
He
TikTok?
is in the
That's a good
conversation.
point. That's a good point. But why do they want to keep TikTok around now? Like, remember they wanted to ban it a couple like years ago,
It's
and then
because
we kind of forgot about it, and now we want to ban it again. What?
it's because China is taking our data.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I feel like
I'm
Okay,
like,
they could
I
get
don't
it
get it.
anyway, probably
Like,
without
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah, they could
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like what it is, and I don't you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. So I was listening to another podcast, the
You
Joe
listen to
Rogan
other
podcast.
podcasts besides ours?
Oh,
Yeah.
you would listen to Joe Rogan podcast. You're
No,
gross.
but listen,
I
he had
listen to those
Joe.
too.
he had
He annoys the shit out of me. I
No,
can't listen
but
to
the
him.
reason why I listen is because it's not because of Joe. I mean, the only thing he provides to the conversation all the time is like he believes in UFOs and they're real and there's
I
aliens.
know that I cannot say
Okay,
he is a
okay,
conspiracy theorist.
but listen, he has
like
people
Joe.
on there that
He's an
have
idiot. Boo.
he has like people on his podcast that have a lot of like life
Yeah,
experience.
I do like his guests.
I
yeah.
could understand that.
So that's why I listen to it. Like
Like who? Tell me one.
he had Mark
Zuckerberg?
Zuckerberg on, and that's who I just listened to, and he was telling me about this could get political, so I might have to cut this out.
Oh, it's okay. Just tell us.
But so he was saying that around the time, like right when COVID came out, he was getting pressure from the Democratic Party to not allow any bad media about the COVID shot, the COVID vaccine. They're like any bad, like any things that are getting published that could be like portraying the COVID shot as being negative. We need you to create like an algorithm to completely take that off. And he basically was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like the reason why I created all like these platforms is for freedom of speech and people to say how they feel and stuff.
All the meta.
All the meta. And they took him to court. He went multiple times and he was sued multiple times for billions of dollars.
Oh no, he didn't have any to lose.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is I think that, like sometimes the reason that they want like TikTok or like
freedom of speech, no, for sure, it's been a big issue.
They want to control what people are putting out in the media.
Yeah, it's the same problem with X though.
Yeah, I know.
They did the opposite though. They were taking Democratic stuff off there, so it was only showing it was pushing Republican. So I think no matter, you got to be realistic, right? No matter what platform you're on, whether it be Meta, Facebook, whatever, X, whether it be TikTok, whether it be Instagram even, there's going to be some degree of monitoring depending on which way that owner leans.
Well, and like so that's what he was saying in this podcast is like of course they created like algorithms for bullying, like we're going to take bullying down. He's like of course we're creating like algorithms for like terrorism, like big things. Like he's like we're going to be tracking that stuff. He's like but we're also being realistic and like we're not going to be removing things that aren't like a risk, you know what I mean, to somebody's safety or somebody's health.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think there is some stuff, and I will on TikTok and stuff like that, some false news or false medical advice that is scary. Where
I think
I'm
it's
like,
false medical
they should
advice.
take that down.
Yeah,
I'm like, because someone might die now because they took that literally. Like, even if someone's joking.
Yeah, someone could get on there and be like, "Hi, I am a physician."
Yes, and they could just be making shit up and being like,
"Do this.
This is how you get
bleach.
pregnant if you've been struggling with infertility.
If your marriage is in the shitter, you should get pregnant."
Yeah. Well,
maybe
I think there are certain things where I'm like, well, like there are maybe some parameters, like you were saying, like if it's going to threaten someone's life, like fake, like people just spreading fake things about like health stuff, that probably, because I have seen some stuff where I'm like, I don't think
I don't know about you guys, but what really pisses me off is the fake traveling videos when they're like, oh, this waterfall was seen in like, let's just say like Utah, and then you like actually look at the comments and it's not in Utah, it's over in fucking like Australia.
Yeah,
yeah, you're never gonna see that shit. It's not really there.
Call people out. You gotta read the comments.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
What if someone based their whole vacation around that? And
they're an idiot.
No, that's true. Some people just need common sense.
It's called get a travel agent and don't use TikTok.
Yeah,
it's called use your fucking brain.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
speaking of TikTok, Abe, remember that TikTok I sent you the other day about that man hating on women who like sports and bet?
Oh yeah.
So
See,
you guys,
that needs to be taken down.
Yeah, that's the shit that needs to be
Hurtful.
taken down, okay?
That's painful.
That needs to be censored.
sounds
Yeah.
sexist to me, but who am
Yeah,
I?
he's like, "I don't wanna wake up to my woman, like, checking scores and placing bets when that's my thing."
Yeah, he was like
I'm
grossed out
like,
by it.
Ew.
I was like, oh my god, he needs his little lady to be in the kitchen cooking for his football Sundays.
yeah, that's what he
can't have
literally
her.
said. He's like, "Go be into makeup or something."
Yeah, he did say that.
I was
Sorry.
like, "Why wouldn't you want your significant other to, like, love the
Does
things
he
you love?"
does he know how expensive makeup is? Because I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
literally.
he'd wish she was into sports.
He would change his mind. He'd want her
Real
betting.
fucking
She
fast.
could at
Yeah.
least maybe win.
Yeah. What's she
Uh-huh.
gonna win by doing her makeup? A better man?
Maybe.
Fucking hopefully, if she treats her like that.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
You
no,
got
I
any
think
bets on coming up, Abe?
no, dude.
You
I
thinking
don't
of
have any
any?
betting apps. I do it through your betting apps. If I
No,
bet.
no, I don't have any either. It's through
We do
Dylan.
it through Dylan's betting app. If we want to place.
There's no proof, I bet.
Well, if we would have freaking won that one, but
Yeah.
since I lost, CJ's like, you need to stop. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Avery, you're about to be out a lot of money with that new house.
okay, it was $13 on the bet.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
just, we went halvesies on it.
it was nothing crazy,
You coulda
but we
got a
could have
mocha
got
frappe.
$100.
Yeah.
Mm. But I'm maybe thinking about maybe doing just a little one here and there on some upcoming. If you see
Especially the
any good
Super
ones, let
Bowl,
me know.
because there's so many things you can bet on for the Super Bowl. They're like, what color Gatorade are they gonna have?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that one. That one I like
How
to
long's the
guess.
national anthem? Like,
Who's gonna be at who's the halftime show at the Super Bowl this year?
isn't it Nelly?
No, it's Kendrick Lamar, I think.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah, you're right.
Isn't it? Or am I
I'm
making
pretty
that up?
sure.
Isn't he the one that sings "They Ain't Like Us" or "They"? What is it?
Can you sing it for us?
Yeah, Stick started. Yeah, I think it's him.
Ugh, I feel like the shows like at halftime just have not been that great.
Whoa, what about the one with like I don't know? This was before I had Collins.
What,
so maybe-
Eminem and Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, that
and
was good.
it was just a lot going on for me.
I
That
loved
was
it.
decent.
It was all right.
That was the last one that I thought was good. I feel Rihanna wasn't bad.
Was
And
that the one? That was the year I was in California watching the Super Bowl, and I was lit.
Yeah,
Rihanna. Stick doesn't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, Rihanna wasn't bad, but how about Beyonce? What did Beyonce just play for?
That was just the Cowboys game.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, trash,
But
terrible.
she's a cowgirl now
I
No,
didn't see it.
get her off the
because
stage.
she's from Texas.
Is
Oh
she?
yeah, that's why. Yeah. Why are you
Well,
saying it like that?
I think she's from Houston.
She is a cowgirl, bitch. She's more cowgirl than you.
That's fine. She can be cowgirl, but she can't sing cowgirl songs.
I was like, she's from Texas? No.
Not
No,
Texas.
I just felt like it was an awful performance, but that
I
was
didn't
just me.
see it.
I didn't
truly.
enjoy it.
But I also don't enjoy that album, so maybe that's why.
Who would you prefer to have on?
Me?
Yeah. Nicole. You hater.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing like it's such a biased thing, I guess. You know, like it's just
it's who
obviously
you
who you
like
want to
to-
hear.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind somebody like I feel like they had Adam Levine on one year. He was good. Like I wouldn't mind
Ugh.
different
Sounds trash.
90s.
Adam Levine.
Huh?
bleh.
Oh, I
We-
liked
we're
Maroon
hating on him.
5 back in the day.
Gave
Who
me
would
the
you like to
screw.
have on?
I
Kendrick
would fuck
Lamar
with
singing
some
They're Not
Shania
Like
Twain.
Us.
Wait,
Who?
who Stick?
Shania Twain.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I feel like-
guess. But like, what kind of a show could she put on?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know that it would be visually entertaining.
You don't know
Like,
what that
who
woman
puts
can
on
still
a-
do.
Who puts on a good show? You know, like
Taylor Swift? Honestly, you guys hate to hear it, but
I don't hate
Ugh.
Taylor Swift. I just don't listen to her.
yeah, I
yeah.
think
I
the
don't know. I
obvious
don't.
answer would be she's probably one of the best performers and has like the most.
I feel like
money
just
to
because
make
she's
it
a
a great
hot
show.
performer right now.
Yeah, but she's got like all like the money to make it big. You know.
I wouldn't mind seeing like
Yeah.
Kelsey Ballerini.
Oh, snooze fest. Like,
Snooze
okay,
Fest.
I feel like country music isn't the move for a halftime Super Bowl.
Okay, but neither is, I guess Kendrick Lamar, like, okay, that's whatever. But like when if they had like Shabuzi or somebody, like, kill me.
Yeah, no, I don't think so
Like they have
either.
to have like an ounce of talent, you know?
I think
Like it
didn't
can't just
Shabuzi
be
sing at a game this year?
He did.
we did with Beyonce.
Oh, is that where it was?
Yes,
At the game?
at the game.
Hmm.
Oh, it was the same game.
Yeah,
We're
same
like,
game.
oh,
You guys pay attention to football or just me?
The
I didn't
actual
watch.
football, not the halftime
Yeah,
bullshit.
same. That's why I don't get to like. I don't really care about the halftime show.
That's the only
No, I
reason
want
I
to watch
watch.
ball, baby.
Yeah, me too. That's more my
Mine's
main
more the
focus.
snacks.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm for the snacks too. Don't get me wrong. I fuck around with some snacks.
so do I. So do I.
Yeah.
It's
I
it's.
can't
I
even
mean,
really. No one comes to mind that I'm like, oh, I wish they would play the Super Bowl.
me neither. But I think it's because maybe I don't care.
Same.
Because it's not why I watch it. But I
Right.
could see for people who really do. Like, like when I was like 12, that's why I watched it.
Yeah. I was betting
Yeah.
on ball at 12.
Yeah. I think that if anything, maybe it shouldn't just be one headliner. It should be a couple.
Yeah, do
Bring
a
some
collab.
diversity to it. Yeah. Just like I think that's kind of why I liked that one where they
Well, I
had
feel
like
like they always do that. Like I'm pretty sure Rihanna brought other people out at halftime. Like normally it's not just the one singer.
did Rihanna bring other people out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was hammered.
Yeah, I might have been too.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Jesus, get it
I just
together.
remember that's how she debuted her second pregnancy.
Yeah, and she didn't even mean
Yeah.
to. She had a wardrobe malfunction.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
that done fucked up. Let the whole
Like,
world know.
at that point, fuck it. You know, like what
Yeah,
are you
I
gonna
mean,
do?
why would you even try to hide at that point? She was clearly bumping.
And look at her. She set so many trends. Do you know how many pregnant women dressed up as that for Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
win.
I think lots of people is the move.
Yeah.
We should have the Clocked Out podcast live at the Super Bowl.
Oh God.
Unhinged.
Unhinged.
Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. People would be like, "Boo!"
If the Bills were at the Super Bowl, they'd see me probably pass away on live television.
Oh my God. Speaking of, and all you haters can hate, I'm about to talk about a little football.
Oh my god.
I know. Tell them to just fucking.
We
Get
love
over
ball,
it.
baby. We
I
love
have to talk. It's
ball.
getting to the nitty gritty, so we have to talk just a little bit
It is
about it.
getting to the nitty grit.
The Vikings. Wow.
Wow, I genuinely wanted to hug Sam Darnold
Yeah.
and say, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, buddy.
So
We know you're so
sorry.
nervous.
Yeah, poor guy. That was bad. After you said I'm shutting it down, it got worse.
Oh yeah,
He
I
got
believe
sacked
that.
He got sacked 9 times
Oh,
and
Mhm.
he
fumbled
just
it.
was holding on to it too long. I saw the fumble. I saw that,
There
and
was another one.
that's like it was right before halftime. They ran it back for a touchdown, and I was like,
Don't they talk about him
God.
holding onto the ball for too long?
Yeah, he does. He holds
Um,
he holds it in the pocket for like literally 10 seconds.
Yeah.
there's a lot. I mean, I feel like there's who else holds it for too? Well, Caleb Williams holds the ball for too
Yeah,
long.
they also talk about
If you
Caleb
ask
Williams.
me,
And
especially
with
when
a
you
shit
don't have,
line, you can't be doing that.
yeah, especially if
Yeah.
you don't have an O line. Like, what are you
I'd be
doing?
shitting my pants.
He probably
Yeah.
was.
That's why I think like here's the thing too. Like obviously Sam Darnold's not a running quarterback. He's not going to run anywhere. So you got to get rid
No.
of that shit right away. Speaking of a running quarterback though, uh Daniels looked real good.
He did.
Playing against the Bucks. He's I don't know.
He showed up for playoff football.
He could be the next big thing.
He
This
could.
is his rookie year.
Yeah. And honestly, I thought Bo Nix played good against the Bills too.
I did too. I like Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix plays
As a
he's
rookie
got a lot
quarterback
of
in the playoffs, I
Yeah.
thought he played great.
I did too. I agree. I think that they both looked pretty good
Mm-hmm.
for what it was. I mean, I knew Bo Nix wasn't. I knew the Broncos were not going to beat the Bills, but
No, that's what people were telling us how they scored right away. And they're like, "Were you guys nervous?" And I was like,
no,
Josh Allen hadn't been on the field yet, so no,
no,
wasn't nervous.
no. And the defense just had to get going.
Yeah, that's what the Bills do. They kind of just see what they're trying to run,
Hmm.
and then they make adjustments.
Yeah, Yeah.
which is
it
smart.
looks
See
good.
what they're trying to pull on you.
Who are you guys playing next week?
The Ravens.
Oh boy. What day?
Sunday night.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't work Monday.
Yeah, Dylan doesn't either.
I don't
Oof.
either.
I fucking do. This is trash. I'm emailing PTAC right now.
CJ has to work too.
I did too. They just added that holiday for us this year. So this
That's
is the
what I'm
first
saying. It's
year.
2025.
Why wouldn't they add it for everyone? That's wild. Yeah.
Well,
Because-
companies only select, like, I think I only get like 7 holidays.
That's trash. We should get them all.
Yeah, we should be like
Truly.
working for the state or
Yeah,
who
but
gets
CJ gets
all,
like
CJ?
President's Day off, but he doesn't get MLK Day.
My dad gets them all.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We need to be doing what Jeff's doing.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pray for you that
Sunday
day.
night?
Stick. Hmm.
I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. There's no way it's gonna be a bad game.
No, I know. It's just gonna be stressful.
It's MVP. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be high stakes.
I'm not sure that I can't think of one. I don't know. Last year was worse. This year's been better, but every game is just stressful. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Who has to play the Chiefs next?
The Texans.
Oh, they're gonna get stomped.
You know, yeah, I agree. But if a miracle came around and somehow CJ Stroud pulled it off, I'd be thrilled.
I don't. Yeah, for sure.
It's
For
not
sure.
going to happen.
No, it's not. It's not.
But
I think the only people who might be able to beat them are the Ravens or the Bills.
Mhm.
You know. Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me not count out my Lions now.
Oh yeah, I think the Lions could beat the Chiefs.
Those 4 teams. Yeah.
Yeah, those four. Like if
It's
those
a toss up. I don't
yeah,
know.
and all four of them can't make it to the third
So-
round.
No.
So those four can't be the final four.
No, I know. Which is weird.
Makes
be
me
crazy.
nervous.
Yeah. Hey, and Stafford, he looked good.
I'm telling you, dude, he hadn't played lights out like that since he played the Bills.
Yep.
And last night he
looked
pulled it out
good.
of his ass again.
He's
was-
been in the league for a minute though, and I think he's just got the experience that you need.
Yes, he understands playoff football, but like I said, like against the Bills, he played lights out.
Yeah, he did.
And the weeks after that, played
didn't.
nothing like it.
Mm-mm.
And then he just pulled out of his back pocket last night.
He's back in business.
He's back.
He knew what to do. It's crazy.
Yeah. So we'll
Sorry,
see.
Baker Mayfield. Love you. You look so disappointed, but you're still my hero, and it's okay that handoff was a fumble. And
Fumble risky.
I hope you can sleep, at night.
He probably still hasn't. No.
I know, but he looked devastated, and people are terrible. People are
People are
gonna
so
blame him.
mean, dude.
Yeah. I
So
don't
mean.
want to be in like the spotlight, like public spotlight. Like who really wants to be famous?
No, I can't even stand like when my mailman approaches my door.
I
No,
just want
like-
I just want the
Ugh.
money. I don't want people to know who I am.
No, yeah, I
don't even need that much money.
No,
I could take
I would just take a good cut and be done.
Yeah, I would take like
it's like
$1 million.
$300,000 a year for doing nothing,
Absolutely nothing.
and that's fine. And I'll take that.
No,
I don't know
same.
Yeah.
Who's gonna give that to you?
Maybe if the podcast pops off, we can get $300K a year for doing this. Basically
True.
nothing.
We better
Oh.
start. We better start. We better get some photos and start doing some shit.
Hey, we're still
We're gaining.
making ground
We are
even
gaining
without
ground.
photos. So
I was gonna tell you guys today we have some viewers that aren't from the U.S. I don't know if they're just like
Really,
maybe
we have international.
International
They
fan?
are international, baby.
Are they fake?
God.
Are they fake?
I don't know. Maybe New
It's a
Zealand.
listen.
Okay, so New Zealand, Belgium, Dominican Republic,
What?
Do you think
and
it's people on vacation?
Israel. No, 'cause
Israel. Who's going to Israel?
No, but I think it's based off of like where you live. It's not just like vacation.
Oh, yeah, like your account. Is
Your
based off of
account,
where you
yeah.
live.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just kidding, but that's wild.
That's
Yeah.
actually a lot of
Clocked
listeners
Out's
from
gone
TikTok.
international.
Yeah, dude, we've clocked out, gone international.
Okay,
Holy
if any of them
shit.
want to reach out to our inbox on Instagram, we would love to have them as um
A guest.
a guest. That'd be cool.
We need to know what their maternity leave is like.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
The one from New Zealand, I feel like theirs is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I think
Mm,
isn't New Zealand where the grandparents get paid too if they watch the baby?
I thought like you could
Whoa.
transfer off your
Yeah.
uh-huh. I think you can.
All
I
right.
think that is the one.
Now
Back
I need
Wow.
up.
to know.
We gotta go. We're coming to New Zealand. We
Yep.
could get them on the podcast. They can
I
tell us
mean,
what
we already
living
have
like.
fans there, so we can
Yeah.
just start a base there.
You know what's crazy too is like think about, we're in pretty good standings, like as far as financially, like realistically, if you think about like what each of our family incomes are, but it's still not nearly. I don't know what other people are doing. Like
Yeah, to be like
what
making so much money that they don't check their bank account.
yeah.
No,
And
I
not even that, but what about the people like the single parents who work like
A single mom who works
right,
2 jobs.
that's
exactly.
how I feel when I feed my dogs in the morning and Caleb's sleeping.
Who works like okay, who works as like say like a bank teller. Like I know a girl who was a bank teller
Seems
and
questionable.
she huh?
So this seems questionable because
What?
I
I
think we
didn't
have
say
people
anyone's
that
name.
still listen that are bank tellers.
Well, but when she told me what she made, I thought it was bogus. Like
Oh,
They make a
we're
yeah.
lot?
paying people that little of money
Oh.
to that's what I feel is bogus because how do you expect people I don't know, like or even someone who is like we need people to do these jobs and how are they surviving though?
I don't
Like,
know.
I mean,
Like
marry rich,
truly.
I guess, or like if you have
No,
no.
what about these people who aren't married?
Okay, so like I
The
guess
government?
I was gonna say us living, the government, like
You have to make like bare minimum though, like there's
that's
like a
true.
fine
There
line.
is, yeah.
Like so that's why some people literally don't work
Don't
and
work.
just
Yeah.
live off the government because they're
Cheaper
like
for them to
I'm
live
going to
off.
make more money living off the government than if I work a 5-day a week job.
Well, and
Which
think about it.
Straight up.
honestly,
If
don't
you're
blame
alone
them.
if you're alone and you have kids, like and it's cheaper for you to not work because if you work, you have to pay childcare.
Yeah,
So
and who's
Yeah,
going
that
to pay
shit
their
adds up.
childcare cuz I pay for one and honestly, this is good, you guys. For one child in daycare. Hers just went down because she's in the twos room now. So like the older she gets, the less expensive it gets basically. But a month I pay $474 for childcare.
it's
So
like a car payment.
yeah,
Basically, is my car payment.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so
It goes down the more they get.
at my daycare,
Maybe
yeah,
just like
because they
age
need
her a little.
less
Say she's like
care.
4.
Huh?
Maybe just like say she's 4.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
Um,
They'll get
but
me check her license.
where
No.
our
Yeah.
brother was taking our nephew, they were paying $1,000 a month,
No. Never.
and
For
they do
Sorry.
one
not.
kid?
Yes, and they do not to go 3 days a week. I should also mention I only take her 3 days a week. That's not full-time daycare. I pay a car payment to take her 3 days a week, but that's really good compared to our brother was paying $1,000 for one kid to go 3 days a week. $1,000 a month.
Wowzers.
It's a no for me. I
Yeah.
just added that to my list. So
Yeah. Like it's a real issue. And I know these childcare workers need to make money too. I get that, but like where do we draw the line? Because I'm not getting any raises. Like no one's paying me
right.
more at work, you
Yeah,
Yeah.
know?
that's
And everything else is increasing, but except for what I get paid.
Well, and I think that is like such a large problem. Like is like we were joking around about TikTok and shit, but it's like let's all talk about TikTok getting banned, but not talk about how inflation has affected Americans in their everyday life. Like,
mhm.
you know what I mean? Like
TikTok's
Avery
paying for
said,
some people's everyday life.
yeah,
That's true.
we're not fucking
Well,
getting
everybody wants to avoid the real issues because it's a smoke screen, right? It's like, hey, look over here so you don't see what's going on over here. I
Mhm.
but,
feel like a
but
lot of
also do you feel, and this is me just like honestly, this is me just thinking of this right now. people on TikTok make a fuck ton of money. Like if you're like famous on TikTok, you make a fuck ton of money. And that
Mhm.
opens so many doors, but is that also creating problems for like the everyday American?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Avery Woods makes like $1.10 off of every view.
Yeah. And
She
then
gets
they go
millions of views on her TikTok.
and then they get paid by these brands. So like that's just TikTok alone. Think about the
Yeah.
brands that she's partnering with
And
or
her
now
podcast, she
n-
just
signed with
signed a
Unwell.
contract with a podcast company.
Yeah, with Unwell. That's Alex
Yeah.
Cooper's company.
Yeah. We're
She's
next.
probably making
Alex Cooper, help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's tag her in this episode.
Yeah, for real.
Sign
But
us next.
so I don't know,
He's like, you
maybe
guys suck ass. Boo.
maybe banning TikTok will help with that. I don't know.
Those people better be shitting their drawers.
Yeah, but go to YouTube. There's still going to be Instagram Reels.
That's true. And YouTube, and people got rich off YouTube before this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go back to YouTube and
YouTube was the thing before TikTok.
Yeah,
I
for
still
sure.
enjoy YouTube more than TikTok.
Really.
I don't
Yeah.
remember the last time I got on YouTube.
Dude, I'm
My
on
Oh, I
daughter.
lied. I did the other night to put a fake fire on my TV.
Oh, CJ always does that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
me too. I'm on YouTube every day.
Wow.
She watches book YouTubes.
I do. I'm very educated.
Okay.
All right, and that's the end of the episode,
Eh.
everybody.
Actually, I wanted to give a shout out. Shut up, stick. To Morgan shared so our friend Morgan, who we had on the podcast a couple weeks ago, she shared a podcast that she listened
Oh,
to
did you
by.
listen to it?
Yeah, it's good. I'm only
Real
about
good.
halfway through it. Did you listen?
Mhm.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, so I was gonna recommend it to the listeners. It's a Mel Robbins podcast.
Oh, that's getting so popular right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of Mel Robbins, but I really like her.
Yeah, I
Is
like her
it-
voice too.
Is it the Let Them podcast?
No, it's just the Mel Robbins podcast is what it's called.
Oh, she's releasing a book right now called Let Them. It just released.
Okay, so she did an interview with this doctor, this world-renowned doctor. I can't pronounce his name. I'm gonna botch it, so I'm not gonna say it. But
No. Say it.
I think it's Dr. Mate, isn't it?
Didn't you listen to the podcast? She says it.
Is that what it was though?
I don't know. You tell me.
Dude. Okay, well, whatever. She released it on November 20th, 2024, if you guys are going to look for it. But it was about the link between ADHD, addiction, autoimmune diseases, and trauma, and how everybody, basically, I'm just going to give a little snippet of it. But everybody thinks like ADHD and addiction is inherited, right? Like, oh, you get that from your family, like it's in your genetics. ADHD is a disease or like a condition that it's in your blood or it's not, is basically what. And they're like, you have to take a medication to treat it. But really,
from your food.
he didn't necessarily say that, at least for the first half that I listened to. It's more so from like your
Exposures.
environment, like your
Yeah.
environment of like more so your mental environment. Like, are your parents stressed out? Are your parents financially stressed? Are your parents experiencing racism? Are your parents experiencing like
basically their stress and pressure is pushed down on you, like
Yeah.
in your
And then
environment.
you start to like fight or flight kind of thing, where you
Oh.
start to just like shut down and ignore stuff, and then like that leads into like that ADHD where you can't stay focused because you're always trying to avoid staying focused because you don't want to be a part of like that stress. But that as I was listening, I was like, oh my god, he's talking about how it starts in utero, like how the mother stress level in your body can affect the baby in
Well, you
utero.
better be doing
Like the
some yoga.
dopamine receptors in their brain that can throw everything off and then make them not be able to like say no and make them addicted to shit and make that. And I was like, oh my god, maybe this is going to cause me more stress. And now
Mhm.
like, I mean, I think he meant like more extreme situations.
Old number 2 might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I decided to move while I was pregnant.
7
Yeah,
months
but if
pregnant
you
nonetheless.
think old number 2 will be affected as well as number 1.
Oh yeah, they said that
It'd
too.
be
They said that
interesting to see the differences. Can we do an experiment with your kids?
Well, this is why
Yeah.
no, actually it made me start thinking about how like I cope with things as compared to how you do, how Shane does, how Madeline does, how we're all so different but raised in by the same parents, but that makes sense. They were in different parts of their life when each of us were born. Think about being pregnant with twins. That'd be stressful. I'd be under some stress.
I'd be
And
under
then
financial
having,
stress.
yeah, financial stress, mental stress, sleep deprivation,
Yeah, but what don't you think it's
body
weird though?
stress.
Like a twins would be a good. I don't know what they say in this podcast episode. I'm gonna have to listen to it. But twins would be a good experiment because you're in utero at the same time. You're going through everything at the same time.
Yes, so he kind of brought this up too, not necessarily the twins, but saying like some people are genetically more sensitive than other people. So they can't,
Mhm.
you might be raised the same way, you might have the same experience exactly, but some people can't cope. Like they're not as, not resilient. That sounds bad, but the more sensitive you are, the harder time you're going to have, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was, I was like, well, that's what happened to McCall. So
What? Oh, what?
She says, "Wait,
yeah,
what?"
I I said that he was basically saying you could have the same shared experience, but one person could just genetically be more predisposed because they're more of a sensitive person. Like they
Yeah,
just
I
can't
think
cope
that
as
would
well.
totally make sense with me and Mal.
Yeah,
Like
and how
going
You
different
guys
through.
you
both
turned
can't
out.
cope. What?
Oh my
What's that?
god.
And how different you turned out.
Oh yeah, polar opposites.
But none of us are that much alike. Like Shane, me,
No.
you, or Madeline. Like that's the thing that's kind of like we all have our own things. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but I
think
think that
everybody.
probably comes into play too because like you're saying it's in utero, it's as you age, it's your experiences throughout life. Like we still
And it's
have
not just
different.
from your parents either. I mean,
Right, we have different
yeah.
things coming in from our lives, like even if we were very close in age and we had,
Yeah.
like anyway, sounds like a great podcast. I'm
It
gonna have to
is.
give it a
Just
listen.
listen to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give it a listen.
I want to read the
It's
book.
kind of stuff where I was like, "Oh, yeah,
Maybe
that makes sense."
maybe the podcast gals should read her book and talk about it.
Okay. I
Maybe
wanna
we
read this
should.
doctor's book too. He has a couple books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Hit them
All
up.
right.
Anyways, really though, thank you guys for listening
Yeah.
and feel free to leave a comment and the best thing that you can do to help our podcast get more listeners is share it with your friends. So
Share it, like it, talk about it. Send us a message.
dislike it, talk shit about it, whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
If you're gonna talk shit, make sure to message Avery directly.
Yeah, that's fine too.
She
Yeah.
handles all the shit talk.
Yeah. She's our filter.
Yeah. She gotta bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll catch you guys in the next one.